I use. You can only use the shea butter, the cocoa butter, or the coconut oil. You can either use those three, or you can just use the shea butter and coconut oil. That will work for you, you know. But you just go on with the same procedure, and then that will work. So you don't have to use all the oil that I use. Hello and welcome to my channel, and I am trying to make some body butter today. It's winter time now and it's very cold, and your skin gets so cracked up from the cold, and that is why I'm starting to make my body butter. Yes, so let's keep on going and let's see what we're gonna do with the body butter. Okay, for the body butter, I am using a half a cup of shea butter, a full cup of cocoa butter, a full cup of carrot oil, a full cup of coconut oil, a full cup of almond oil, a full cup of castor oil, and I got a full cup of grapeseed oil, and I got 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, and I have my essential oil over here, and I'm going to use a tablespoon of vitamin E oil. Okay, now you don't have to use all these oil. You can use, some people only use the shea butter, they use cocoa butter, and they use coconut oil. So you don't have to use all these, but because I have them and I think they're gonna be okay, that's what I'm using them. But you don't have to use all of this oil. You can only use shea butter, coconut oil, and almond oil. Or you can either use shea butter, cocoa butter, and coconut oil. So you don't have to use all these oil, but I love using them because they are good for the body. So let's get started with making our let's start making our body butter. Okay, here we go. All right, this is the bowl that we're going to use, and the first thing we're going to put in here would be a half a cup of shea butter, and a full cup of cocoa butter. So I'm going to put these in here, and then we're going to go and put it over on a double boiler and let it melt, and then we're going to come back and add the rest of them. So let's go to the kitchen, and here I already got the water going. There is it, and I'm just going to set this in here and let it melt. We need a shea butter to melt, and we need the cocoa butter to melt. So I'm going to keep stirring this in here until everything melts. Okay, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And be careful, do not burn yourself. Just be very, very careful. Okay, all right, let's go. We're gonna let this melt. It is melting right now, and let's let it melt. In the meantime, all right, let's go. Okay, now you can see how this is melting in here. There you go. Okay. And I'm going to lower the stove because the water is already hot. So I'm just going to lower the stove and let everything melt. See, it's melting, and it's going to go. So I have the shea butter in here and the cocoa butter. Both of them in here, and they are melting. So I'm using all those oil. You don't have to use all those oil. If you want to make your body butter, you can either use only shea butter, coconut oil, and your vitamin E oil. You can use any, you don't have to use all the oil I'm using. I'm only using them because, I have them and I like them in my body butter. So I'm going to turn the stove off because everything is melting now. And I'm going to turn this off and get the dish down. And I'm going to take this over back into the dining room. Okay. There you go. Everything is melted. And we're going to be very careful, and we're going to come back in here into the dining room where we have everything else. So now you see everything is melted. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the coconut oil into it, a full cup of coconut oil, and I'm going to mix that up. See, it's mixed it up. Maybe I should put this down. That's good like that. And there it is. Everything is mixing up in here. All right, I got to get this so you can see it very well. Okay, I'm mixing everything in here. The coconut oil is in there and it's mixing up. All right, and I'm going to add a full cup of carrot oil. I made this carrot oil myself, so I'm going to add that to it. I'm going to use a full cup of almond oil. You don't have to use all these oil. I'm just using them because I have them and I like putting them in my. And this is a full cup of castor oil. I'm going to add that to it. All of these are good for the body, they're good for the hair. So, when I make my body butter, I'm using it on my hair, I use it on my body too. And this is the grapeseed oil, a full cup of grapeseed oil. And I put that in there. There you go. And I'm going to mix it up. And I'm going to put the avocado oil. This is one of the avocado oil that I made. I'm just going to mix it in there too. Stir everything up. All right. And I'm going to mix everything up and I'm going to let it cool off, and then I put it in the refrigerator, and it's going to be there for like maybe an hour or two until it hardens up, and then I'll bring it back out and go with the next thing to do. All right, everything is mixed up, and you can see as everything is mixed up in there. The avocado oil got it a little green, but that's okay. When I finish with it, it will look, everything going to turn white. Okay, there you go. All right, so I'm going to get some saran wrap and cover this up and put this in the refrigerator, and then we going to come back and finish doing what we were doing. So I put this in here, and I'm going to get a saran wrap for that. Okay, I got a saran wrap, and I'm going to wrap this up and wrap it up good. There we go. And then I'll put this in the refrigerator when it's hardened up, and then we're going to come back and finish making our body butter. Okay, I'm going to put this in here. In the meantime, I'll be right back. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. either put it in the refrigerator or the freezer, whatever works for you. And when I get back, these are the essential oil. I have lemongrass, I have lavender. This is another lavender. This is almost finished. Okay. I have echolopia. I have peppermint. And this is another lemongrass. So I put all the lemongrass together and the lavender together and these two here. So when everything has hardened up, then we will get back to finishing our body butter. Until then, we are going to be back with making our body butter. Okay? All right. So, in another hour or two, we'll be making the body butter. We're going to finish doing it. Okay? Be right back. Okay, this is the recap. We used a half a cup of shea butter, a 1/4 cup of cocoa butter, a 1/4 cup of carrot oil, a 1/4 cup of coconut oil, a 1/4 cup of almond oil, a 1/4 cup of castor oil. We have avocado oil, tablespoon, and we have vitamin E oil. We have a 1/4 cup of grapeseed oil. So now I had it in the refrigerator for an hour. Now I'm going to get it out of the refrigerator so we can start with the next steps. Okay, I'm going to get it out of the refrigerator and bring it right now. Here it is. I got out of the refrigerator and I'm going to take the saran wrap off from on it. See how it's hardened up? It's not pouring and everything. So this is what you do. What we're going to do is use the blender. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me plug this in and then we can start. I have my little mixer and this is see here, put that on there. Look how that is. See, that is good. All right. Okay. And what I'm gonna use, I use just a drop of jojoba oil. Okay. Some aloe vera oil. All that is good for you. So, and I'm going to blend this again. Okay. Now, for this one, I am going to use some lavender oil, essential oil. And this is the same lavender essential oil. I'm just going to use them. Let me see if any in this bottle. This one is empty, so we don't have any in this one. So I'm going to put this away. Now this is the one that I bought, a new one. So you put enough that you can smell the lavender oil in there, you know. So some people like it a lot, some people don't. So I'm gonna use this. just mix it in. See? That's it. Yeah, lavender oil is good for you. It's very soothing, and this is good. So here we go. This is the lotion, and I'm gonna get the jar to put this in, and I'll be right back. All right, this is the finishing touch. I'm gonna go one more time with this. Mix it up, and you smell it. If it's not enough in there, you put more lavender oil. Okay, and I put a little more in there, but some people like a lot of it. So there we go, and I'm just gonna mix this up slowly. Okay, and this is the jar that I'm going to put it in. It's clean already. I cleaned it up, and now I'm going to put the lotion in there. Okay. And always keep it in a cool place. Don't keep it in a hot place, because it will just melt. So you keep it in a cool place. I usually keep mine in my bathroom, and you know it's cool in there. So there you go. Got that in there. Here it is. And this is a lavender. So what I do is I close this up, and I take my label, this is my label. It's Oyura. This is it, and I take one out and put it on the jar. This label got all the ingredients labeled on there. So I put that on there, and what I would do is take one of these labels and just put it on the top. And I get my pen, and I just put lavender. L-A-V-E-N-D-E-R. So there you go. I put lavender on the top so they can know that this one is lavender. Okay. And this is labeled on there. And there you go. I've got this already. And what I would do, put these on the side. And I get this out of the way. And I put this in the little stuff. Okay. Put this in here. Everything gotta look nice now. Everything have to look nice. There you go. And then I take this. There it is. My body butter. This is winter time. We need this body butter because it will keep us from getting, it keep you warm, it keep your body, your skin not chopped up. And there it is. This is for one of the friends at work. So there you go, there you go, and thank you so much, thank you so much. This is my body butter. That's how I make my body butter. You know, there's a lot of ways to make it. You can make it with just cocoa butter. You can make it with just shea butter and coconut oil. Anyway, you know, you don't have to use all these. All I use but I think because I have them and I think it's good for the body, so I use it. But this is my this is the one I made, and then this going to somebody else because they wanted lavender, so that's the lavender I got in here. And I'm telling you, for the cool, you use this thing on your body, you are going to feel good. Good. So always keep it in a cool area, not warm, not hot. Keep it in a cool area. Use this for maybe a month, or depends, or less. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.